Elsewhere, Kenyans seeking employment in the Gulf will be able to access opportunities in 2 weeks' time. This follows the government's decision to lift the ban on employment in those countries that has been in place from 2014. The Ministry of Labour says the lifting of the ban has been necessitated by improved measures to safeguard the interests of Kenyans working in the Gulf countries. NTV's Brenda Wanga with that report.
It's been almost 3 years since the government, through the Ministry of Labour, froze employment for Kenyans in the Gulf countries, action that was necessitated by the many cases of abuse, mistreatment and sometimes killing of Kenyans who sought employment there. Then, the over 900 agencies that had been registered to facilitate the labour movement there were deregistered pending fresh vetting. Now the government says the ground has shifted enough to warrant the lifting of that freeze. Amongst the measures taken by the government to make the working conditions safer include the signing of agreements with Qatar and Saudi Arabia. The government also says it is in talks with the United Arab Emirates, Oman, Lebanon and Jordan with the aim of signing bilateral labour agreements. At the same time, the government says it has sent labour attachés to Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Qatar. These attachés will be charged with dealing with the welfare of the labour migrants, including their complaints as well as monitoring the implementation of labour agreements.
My government will conclude bilateral agreements with key destination countries to address these challenges, ensure orderly deployment of skilled personnel, protect Kenyans working abroad, and ensure our foreign missions work to protect the rights of Kenyans working in their stations.
The government says it has conducted fresh vetting of employment agencies, and so far 29 agencies have passed the test and will be allowed to recruit labour for the Gulf market.
We are therefore, as a union.
However, even before the freeze is lifted, the Central Organization of Trade Unions, KOTU, is calling out the Labour Ministry on alleged falsehoods. KOTU is against the lifting of the moratorium before the working conditions of Kenyans in those countries are guaranteed. According to KOTU, the vetting of the employment agencies has been done without the input of industry stakeholders, KOTU included. The trade union also disputes the ministry's assertion that attachés have been dispatched. KOTU says the said workers are yet to report to their stations of work, and sending Kenyans there without their presence will be the same as sending them to die. Brenda Wanga, NTV.